Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll be checking out this South Korea scholarship called KAIST Scholarship. So this scholarship has loads of benefits and this scholarship provides full tuition coverage plus monthly stipends. For undergraduates, it pays 350,000 Korean won and up to 1 million Korean won for graduate students. So the application opened on 20th of August or 28th of August. So we'll be looking at the step-by-step guide on how to apply for this scholarship. Applicants must be citizens of countries other than Korea to be eligible for the KAIST International Graduate Admissions. Include individuals holding Korea citizenships are not eligible. So you can go through this. Then for the academic qualification, if you're applying for master's, you must have a bachelor's degree, and if you're applying for PhD, you must have a master's degree. Then for the English language proficiency, if you're from a non-speaking English country, you are supposed to have this minimum scores for this exam: TOEFL, IELTS, TPS, and the rest. But if you're from these countries here, or you did your secondary school, your bachelor's in any of these countries listed here, then you do not need an English proficiency certificate. So the next thing we'll be going to directly is to check out the timeline for this scholarship. The application date for 2027 entries, which is what we just checked out now, August 18. It started August 18. I'll be closing September 1st. So you have less than 1 week from when I'll be posting this video, or less than 2 weeks to submit your application. And then the next thing is for us to see how to apply for this scholarship. So I'll be showing you step-by-step guide on how the application works. Before we get started with the application, if this is your first time of coming across my channel, you're highly welcome. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn on the notification bell because I'll keep posting contents like this, and then share this video to someone who would possibly need it. So to apply, you click on that apply there. I'll be sharing the link in the description or in the comment section. So when you click on the link, you come here, you see apply. 18th of August to 1st of September, you click on this because it's currently open. And if you miss this application window, there is another application window you can check out by December. Early December to late December. So you can just take your time to go through all this. I will not be going through them. This is the timeline when the application evaluation will take place, the final decision announcement, and every other things. But we have to check this out. If you're uploading your file has to be in PDF. So ensure that all your scanned documents are clear and legible. Upload each PDF file in the appropriate section. So you can just check out all these things. So the next thing you have to do is to check this out. Click on I consent, go through them and click on the I consent, and I have read and consent to all of the above. So for this one, I do not hold a Korean nationality, or I hold a Korean nationality. So for me, I do not hold a Korean nationality. Then you click on application form and you'll be brought to this interface where you will start your application. So in order to start your application, the first thing you have to choose here, you can click on this link to read the application guide, and I would advise you to actually read the application guide before you can go ahead with this application. But for the sake of this video, we will not go through that because I wouldn't like this video to be too long. So you choose your department. So I've chosen Department of Chemistry. You click on this drop down, you see loads of departments, then you choose what you want. So for me, I'm going with Department of Chemistry. So you want Masters/PhD integrated, or you want just PhD. So I'm going with Masters to PhD integrated. So is this your second choice department? No. Prospective faculty advice. So this is not compulsory. Then the next thing we'll be doing here is to fill in basic information. So you have to upload your passport. You fill in your given name, your last name, your nationality. So for me, my nationality is Nigeria. So you choose your nationality, Nigeria. So first name. Okay, let me just go with this. And then for date of birth, let's just choose something random. Say 2002, 15th of August. And gender, let's go with female. Foreign number for me, not applicable. And then password, you create a password for this application. So I just create something 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then choose then confirm your password. So for the mobile number, go with this. phone number is the same, it's compulsory too. Then you choose your email, and then you choose at gmail.com. Then you email verification request. So when you're done, you input your email, your verification, you check for the verification code from your email, upload all these things, then you save and continue. So here is the step 2. For the step 2, highest degree earned or expected. So I'm going for my master's, so the highest degree earned is the bachelor's, so you choose bachelor's, and I've already graduated, so you select graduated. Then the next one, if you're still a student, probably you'll be graduating in December, you choose the date you were admitted, the date you are to graduate, so you select expected to graduate. But for me, I have my certificate already, so I'm selecting graduated. So you select the name of institution where you graduated from, or where you're still a student. So for this video, I'll be choosing University of Abuja. You select the country, Nigeria. Then continent Africa, and you search. So you have University of Abuja, you select it, and then you choose your major. Let's go with chemistry, and if you have dual major, you can impute it here. Then you choose your CGPA you graduated with. So you select 5.0 over, let's say you graduated with 3.6 over 5.0. You choose depending on what your CGPA skill or the skill is. Then add academic documents, your degree certificate, your transcript. You upload all of them here. So upload your degree certificate and transcript. Then for the English proficiency, you must submit at least one valid English proficiency test, either to fail IBT, IELTS, and the rest. Test must be taken and scored before the application deadline. Scores received after the deadline will not be considered, so you need to put that in mind. And this is for those from non-English speaking, or this English test is if your undergraduate was not carried out in English. But if it was carried out in English, you do not need an English test. So you click on requesting a waiver. Citizenship or degree from an exempt country, citizenship and English medium degree from a specified country, major that does not require. So I'm choosing the second one for me. So you need to ask your school to give you a certificate that shows that your study was carried out in English. So that's what you'll be uploading here. You upload that, and then you move to the next one. Work experience, you add your work experience, you click to add the relevant work experience. The letters of recommendation, you input the names of people you want to recommend you, the letters of recommendation of the people you want. You input their affiliation. So let's say they are your lecturer or your academic advisor. So for me, I'll just input lecturer here. If it's your pastor you want, you can input anything depending on the person you want to be your supervised, to be your recommender. So the email you are imputing here, you're imputing their email. So with their email, the admission body will reach out to them and they'll send their recommendation letter to you. They'll send the recommendation letter on your behalf. So let me see if this can save and continue. Please select your year of graduation. Okay, graduation status, graduated date. Okay, let's go with 2021, 2026, 16, admission dates. Okay, you choose the date you were. You choose the date you were admitted. So if I'm going with 2021, let's say I was admitted 2016, right? 5 years, not bad. So you just go through everything here and feel you save and continue. So here is the step 3. Kindly ensure that you thoroughly review the information provided in the admission guide before submitting your application. Any issue arising from a failure to understand the guide will be your responsibility. So here you fill in all these. What did you study in your previous institution? So you just fill it up. What motivated you to choose this? You fill it up. Briefly state your study plan. So you should have a study plan before you start filling this application. what are your plans after completing your studies. So you fill up what you intend to do when you're done with your studies. What honors and awards have you received? This is optional. You fill it up. Provide a brief introduction to any institution you previously attended. This is also optional. What motivated you to apply for your second choice department? If you do not apply for the second choice department, write not applicable in the box. So your statement of purpose, you write a detailed and accurate statement of purpose and objective in pursuing your studies in KAIST. So you need to fill it up too, and then you save and continue. You can either save it temporarily or you save it and continue. So if you need help with this application, especially this part of the application, you need someone that will get it done for you, you can reach out to me and we'll talk about how we'll do it. So you go to the next page, and the next page is your curriculum vitae. You upload your curriculum vitae, and after uploading your curriculum vitae, proof of excellence, if you've received any award, you have a GRE that you've written, just anything that will make you to stand out, an award you've received or a particular thing you've done that will make you to stand out, you can, or a certification, you can add them here. You click add to add your proof of excellence. Supporting document submission by major. There are no additional document requirements for your choosing major. So had it been my choosing major has required documents or additional document, they would have asked me to upload it here. Then you save and continue. If you've been with me till this point, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, turn on the notification bell so that when I post other content like this, you'll be notified, and then share it with someone who will find this video helpful. So now this is the last page of the application. So in this last page, you are just to check your application materials and the files. You go through everything to ensure that you uploaded it. So now, if you check from my application identification document, I uploaded my passport ID, identity document of both parents, I uploaded it, certificate of family registration, I uploaded it, degree certificate, I uploaded it, transcript, I uploaded all this. But these two I did not upload. That's certificate of employment and proof of excellence. I didn't upload them. So this way you will see the things you did not do well, and then this application, you can review your application here. That way you can see everything you filled so far in this application, and when you finish reviewing it, you click I have carefully reviewed my application form and any additional material before submitting my application. So after that, the next thing is to pay. So this application has an application processing fee of $80. So when you're done with your payment, you can either credit card, you can pay through credit card, international and Korean, or you can pay through bank transfer. It depends on what you want. So once you are done with this application, you pay your application fee, you submit, then you will receive an email to confirm your submission, and over time they will update you on what part or the level you are currently in. So I wish you all the best in your application. If you have any question with regards to this application, kindly drop it in the comment section, and if there's any scholarship video you want me to create, let me know in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye.